Yo, Wolf Ramirez back with you, talking about books again. This time round, it's going to be a little bit different. I'm just going to pretty much show you a bunch of cool stuff that I've picked up in recent times that I think is like great collector's items. It's basically just showing off. I'm going to get right into it. I had a small pile of books here that I'd like to show you. The first off is this good old gem, Dirtiness. Dirty. Brian McNaughton, Satan's Mistress. He's got a lot of Satan this, Satan that. Chicks who pretty much become devoted to, the big evil himself. I think this book is going to be very raunchy, very sexual. A lot of his are almost, sexual pornographic Satanism. Anyways, but cool to have this. I believe that this is a. I thought it was a first edition, but it's actually a reprint from 1984, originally printed in 81, and it's from Star Book Company. I got a lot here from Star Books, if you can see that. I think it's really cool because Star Books put out a lot of great fiction. And I think they were running from the mid 60s and then discontinued in the mid 80s or something like that by memory. They put out a lot of cool stuff, and if you're looking at old paperbacks and that, you see Star Books pop up quite a lot, just like you would with DAW and things like that. DAW, New English Library, they're everywhere. And what else we got here? Also from Star Books. Let's keep on this. I got myself a 1984 copy of The Pariah by Graham Masterton, which is I got it for like somewhere out in the middle of nowhere. This crew at some second-hand shop had this bookshelf. I went straight to it and just cleaned them out. They had heaps of cool horror fiction, and then lots of Stephen King and stuff like that, of course. But to find The Pariah by Graham Masterton was pretty special. It was pretty exciting. I haven't read any of these books. This thing, I haven't read any of these books yet. This is just a show off of what I've picked up. I got a fair bit of Graham Masterton. He's really cool. He's good with that just straightforward, supernatural kind of horror stuff. I hope this book's better than some of the ones that I've read from him in the past. And we'll find out later on down the line. Anyways, The Pariah by Graham Masterton. Cool. Check it out if you can. I'm going to read it one of these days. It looks... I'm pretty convinced by that cover that it'll be okay, but you never judge a book by its cover. Anyways, moving on. I'm just going to be quick with this one. This video in general, it's just a quick show off. I'm going to get to this next book, but first I read The Offering by Gerald Custer and talked about it in a previous video, but unfortunately it was too dark. That video, I'm probably going to get rid of them and pull some of those books out and talk about them again later down the line from those first couple of vids. This one here, The Offering by Gerald Custer, was really cool. I really enjoyed it. The beginning pissed me off. By the end, I got sucked in. It's a good, quick read. It's only maybe 200 pages of that. And for Gerald Custer, a legitimate occultist, Satanist practitioner, whatever you prefer to label him as. And him and his friends knew people who are actually the last to know Mr. Aleister Crowley in person, and he was in contact with these people. Adjusting my hair. Fuck off. But what I was going to get to was Gerald Custer's The Devil's Maze, and I was very excited to get this book because I think this book is actually, reasonably rare. You'll probably get it, but I don't think it pops up very often like other books. So The Devil's Maze, I'll read this one day because it's really cool. I love that picture. I thought this was just like a one print, but and this is from Sphere. Sphere Books did heaps. I think Sphere had been running since like the 1800s. And later on down the line, I think they got the rights to do like Star Wars paperbacks and Conan the Barbarian and stuff, I think. So, yeah, they were putting out, major selling books in abundance. But I thought this was a one issue, but I think I'm wrong. I think this is originally from 1979, I believe, first published by Sphere in Great Britain. This is a 1980, unfortunately, but that's all right. Got the book. Stoked. Devil's Maze by Gerald Custer. Cool stuff. Pencil it in. All right, I got two more to go with this. I'm going to pull them up together because they seem to, I guess, coincide with each other because they're both called, both revolve around the Incubus. Ooh, so I don't know if I'll rush into reading these ones because I don't really want to get pulled down by, sex demons and things like that. But look at me trying to hold these books. There it is. We got Ray Russell's Incubus and John Tigges' Garden of the Incubus. I like John Tigges. I've talked about him in the past. Me and Miss Ramirez read we read Book of the Dead. And Miss Ramirez wasn't very impressed by Book of the Dead, but I fucking loved it. I thought it was great. So maybe I'll read Garden of the Incubus just because I liked the way that John Tigges wrote in his last book. And I'd like to keep collecting his books. I've got a few of them now. Let me look up into my overflowing bookshelf. I need another one. The thing is absolutely packed. Right back. It's nearly a metre in depth, that bookshelf. So there's books behind books. And you don't really want that. But I also have The Curse by John Tigges, Venom by John Tigges, all that. So I'll move to this one quickly. I don't know much about Ray Russell other than Incubus, but I do know that this book, not just because it says it here, soon to be a major film. And I think I saw that film Incubus that came out in the early 80s. One of those movies that if you found it on VHS, it'd probably be worth an arm and a leg. It's one of those. And I think in the film, actually, there's a section in that movie where there's some music playing while everybody's in the cinema, and it's from Bruce Dickinson's first band. I can't remember the name of it. Bruce Dickinson from Iron Maiden, and they sing that song Vice Versa. What song? Samson, are shown in the Incubus film, which is pretty cool because I guess old school paperbacks back in the 80s, along with heavy metal, they were a match made in the flames of hell, I guess. But don't listen to me. I'm not funny. So Incubus by Ray Russell. I don't know if I'll read this one, same as Garden of the Incubus. We'll find out because I don't really want to get myself entrenched in a book that's all about demons that pretty much sexually overpower people. Yeah, a bit sketchy for me. But stoked to have these two books, either way. That's from Star Books again. And that one's from Sphere. How's that? Sphere and Star Books. Great companies. Look into them. They've got it all. Just like Hamlin and New English Library. Stuff like that. Anyways, that's pretty much it. I got all these books. I just wanted to talk about them and show them off for a moment. But, sorry. I've got one more. I forgot. I've got one more in here somewhere. Here we go. J.N. Williamson. Queen of Hell. Now, I like J.N. Williamson. He was throwing out books like no tomorrow in the early 80s. He's got a shitload of them, and I slowly want to collect them all. But this one here, I wanted to get Queen of Hell specifically because I think I saw a rating of it on Goodreads or something like that. A bunch of people gave it like 1 star, like it was absolute trash. So I thought, fuck yeah, I got to get that 1 star, like trashy book that people just railed on. Said no good. I've got a lot of them. I've read a lot of them, and I've went, no, what a waste of time. But I'll give Queen of Hell a go one day. I really like J.N. Williamson. And this one's from Leisure Books. I don't know, with a little occult written there. You can't see it on the camera, I'm sorry. But I don't know whether this one has any reprints or not. It might have in the early days. But let's find out. It says no. Straight up 1981. Published 1981. Cool. All right, Queen of Hell, J.N. Williamson. I'll leave you at it. I'll come back next time. I've been reading some pretty cool stuff. And I'll get to those later on down the line. I want to talk about a couple of cool books. I'm still finishing a couple. And then we'll talk about those for whoever gives a shit, All right. Wolf Ramirez, over and out.